Do you remember walking into the school cafeteria and smelling something cooking long before you even saw the tray? For many of us, those lunches were more than just food. They were memories of childhood, of friendships, and of simpler times. Some of those meals have quietly vanished, leaving only stories behind. Today, we're looking at 10 school lunch foods that disappeared from cafeterias. Number 1. Pizza squares. It wasn't just pizza. It was a rectangle baked in giant sheet pans and cut into squares with crispy edges and gooey centers. For kids of the 70s, 80s, and 90s, it was the ultimate Friday treat. But as cafeterias moved toward healthier options and frozen suppliers changed, those iconic squares were replaced by round slices or disappeared altogether. Still, nothing quite tastes like that cafeteria pizza. Number 2. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Simple, sweet, and always reliable. For decades, PB&J was the safety net meal for picky eaters. But as peanut allergies became more common, schools began pulling it from menus. By the early 2000s, many districts had banned peanut products entirely. For some kids, that meant losing the one lunch they always looked forward to. Number 3. Salisbury steak. This cafeteria classic felt like a full dinner on a plastic tray. A ground beef patty, smothered in brown gravy served with mashed potatoes on the side. It was hearty, filling, and gave kids a taste of home cooking. But with rising costs and changing tastes, it slowly disappeared. By the 1990s, Salisbury steak had mostly been retired from the lunch line. Number 4. Sloppy Joes. Messy, tangy, and impossible to eat neatly. Sloppy Joes were once a cafeteria favorite, ladled onto soft buns and served with a smile. Kids loved the flavor even if half of it fell onto the tray. But over time, schools moved away from meals that were too messy or labor-intensive. Today, Sloppy Joes are more likely found at a family cookout than a school lunch. Number 5. Mystery meat. Every kid remembers the joke. What exactly is this? Meat patties, nuggets, or loaves that didn't always have a clear origin. Despite the teasing, many children ate it without a second thought, because it was warm and filling. But as nutrition guidelines tightened and parents pushed for transparency, the mystery had to go. Now, most cafeterias stick to labeled, recognizable items. Number 6. Fish sticks. Fridays in the cafeteria often meant one thing: fish sticks. Golden, crispy, and dunked in little cups of tartar sauce or ketchup. For Catholic families who skipped meat on Fridays, it was a reliable option. But frozen fish sticks fell out of favor as fresher and healthier proteins took their place. Still, for many, that smell of baked fish brings back instant memories of school lunchrooms. Number 7. Tater tots. Few side dishes could rival the joy of tater tots. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, they were the perfect companion to burgers or chicken nuggets. But as oven-baked fries and roasted vegetables became the norm, tots were slowly phased out. Today, they've made a comeback in restaurants, but not in cafeterias. For kids of the past, though, tots were the highlight of the tray. Number 8. Pudding cups. Chocolate, vanilla, or swirl. The choices felt endless. Pudding cups were a sweet reward at the end of a long school day. They were cheap, easy to serve, and universally loved. But as sugar limits tightened and fresh fruit became the go-to dessert, pudding cups faded away. For many, that little plastic cup was the best part of lunch. Number 9. Jell-O squares. Bright, wobbly, And always a little fun. Cafeteria workers would pour giant trays of gelatin, then cut them into squares for serving. Sometimes they were topped with whipped cream, sometimes served plain. But over time, schools decided Jell-O wasn't filling enough to count as part of a meal. And so, the colorful squares quietly disappeared from lunch trays. Number 10. Chocolate milk every day. For decades, chocolate milk was more than just a drink. It was a treat, sweet, cold, and waiting at the end of the line. It made even the toughest meals better. But with growing concerns about sugar, many schools started limiting it to once a week, or removing it altogether. To generations of kids, that little carton of chocolate milk was the best part of the lunch. And when it vanished, something sweet went missing from the school day. School lunches weren't always gourmet, but they were part of the rhythm of childhood, from pizza squares to pudding cups. These foods carried stories, laughter, and even a little comfort. Which of these do you remember most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you'd like to relive more memories of the past, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more journeys back in time.